Hello guys, so today I'll be showing you guys how to fill in the study visa application form when applying for a student visa at the Polish embassy in Nigeria. So the very first thing to do is to go to the embassy website. So in this case, I would assume you do not know it. So if you're on google.com, you just need to type in Poland embassy in Nigeria, and then there will be suggestions for you. Just a moment. Poland embassy in Nigeria. And then I'll click on the link I see here. And now I need to click on this place here. I hope you can see my mouse. So I'll click on Poland in Nigeria here. And then I need to go to the inconsulate section here. Okay, great. So we're here. So now the next thing I need to do is to change the language to English. I'll change that at the top right hand corner here. Once I'm done, I need to enter the country name. So I'll just click on letter N, and here you see Nigeria. So I'll click on Nigeria, Abuja. Okay, great. So when you're trying to get a visa appointment date, you use National Visa Register form. But when you are trying to fill in the application form, like in this case, just fill in or practice how to fill in the application form, you would use National Visa Filling Form. So I'll click on that here. So you should remember that for the study visa, you are using national visa, not Schengen visa. Okay, great. So the very first thing to do is to impute your family name. So let's say your family name is Samuel, for instance. Your surname. You'd impute that. I prefer typing in caps lock, so I'll type in caps lock. And then surnames are birth. So in my case, it is the same thing, Samuel. Just a moment, Samuel. And then the next thing, first name or names. So my name is Donald. So I would impute Donald. Then let's assume that my second name is um, Sunday, for instance. Okay. Okay, great. So now you need to enter the date of birth. So you can just click on this to select the year. And then if I was born in, let's say, 1998, I'll select that and then the month and then the date. Okay, place of birth. So you should check your passports. Your international passport data page. If you check your international data page, you'd see the place of birth there. So you need to impute the place of birth that you see on your international passport data page. So you type that here. For instance, if I was born in Akure, let's say I was born at Akure, so I would impute that. Country of birth, you need to select that here. Uh, and then current nationalities. So I'll select Nigeria still. Original nationality, that's nationality at birth. I was born in Nigeria, so I'll select that still. And then sex, I am male, so I'll select that. Marital status, so I'll select single in this case. If I'm married, I'll select married. So the national identity number, if you check your NIN card now, you'd see the NIN number, the NIN number. I think it should be 11 digits or thereabouts. So you just need to type that in here. Um, sorry. Okay, just type that in there. And now you select the type of travel documents you have. So in my case, I have ordinary passports. I'll select that. And then the travel documents number. So you should also check your data page. Here you'd see your ID number. So mine is the A series, A, then some numbers. I don't know. So these are random numbers though. So let's scroll down. Date of issue. You also need to check your data page of your international passports. So let's say mine was issued in let's say 2021. I'll select the month and then the date, and then valid to this. So if you have the 5 years, of course, so that would be 5 years after. That should be 2026. But if you have the 10 years, of course, that will be 10 years after. So I just need to select 2026 here. And then, so it was in April. And then probably April 14th. Yeah. Now, issued by the Nigerian immigration. So, in the case of minors, I am not a minor, so I'll skip that and I'll check does not apply. I'll scroll down. Here you'd see the applicant's home and email address. So here you would need to select the states. So that would be Nigeria. The state or province. I'm from Edo State in Nigeria, so I'll type that in there. And then the place, you need to impute the place. So in this case, I would impute the capital of my local government. So let's assume that I am from this place. And then, so I'll just, and then the postal code. If you do not know the postal code, you just need to go to google.com and then you'd say, let's say postal um, code of Igara, Edo State. And here is it. Here it is rather. 312115. 312115. And then the address. So let's say this is my address. I'll type that here. And then you scroll down. Here you'd input your email address. So I'll just type in a random email address. Um, just a moment. Okay, so I need to change the English here. As you can see, the @ sign I'm struggling with it, so I have to change it. Just a moment. I need to use the @ sign. Okay, great. Gmail.com. Remember, I said it is a random email address. So yeah, I would impute the country code. So for Nigeria, it's 234. I just need to type 234 and then select 234. And here you'd impute your phone number. So let's say this is my phone number. And then other data. Let's check this. Residence in country other than no. Current occupation. So in this case, when I was applying for my visa to study in Poland, I used student or trainee. From my research, because I had to do extensive research, then checking several videos and contacting those that got visas then to come up to using student or training. So I'll use that here. I prefer using that. I'll recommend you use that. But of course, you could impute your employer details. So yeah, I'll select school, and yeah, I would enter the school details. I mean the school that you're applying to in Poland, that you're coming to study at. So I studied at Poznan University of Life Sciences. So the states, Poland. Province is in Wielkopolska or Greater Poland. So it depends on the province that your school is at. But this school is in Wielkopolska or Greater Poland in English. The place, Poznan, postal code. I need to check that. Just a moment. So I would need to impute the postal code. So the postal code is 60607. If you do not know the postal code, you need to check the documents the school sends to you. So if you see all this information in the documents the school sends to you, you just need to check and then you'd impute it there. And then the address is Wojska Puskiego. Okay, and then the phone area code for Poland it is 48, and then you'd impute the phone number the school sends to you. So in my case, all the details I'm imputing for the school are actually correct. So 6184667116, and then you impute their email address. Mm, Okay, and then the fast code, you can actually leave this one blank, but in my case, I discovered that there were two phone numbers in the document the school sent to me, so I resorted to using one for fax. So I would type in the second one. Mhm. The main purpose of travel is study in this case, and then destination country. I prefer to impute Poland here. I prefer to impute Poland. Um, so for number of entries requested for a student, it would be nice if you have multiple entries, so you can of course tour to other countries in the Schengen region during the validity of your visa. So it depends on what you want, but I'll just recommend you go for multiple entries. And then the visa requested for that would be for 365 days. And then the national visa, no, in this case, since I have not been to Poland before, I'll type or I'll select that one. And now intended date of arrival to the Republic of Poland. Okay, so now I would need to explain these parts. Number one, you need to check with your school. So let's say your school is resuming by October 1st, for instance, and you are lucky that your school has dormitory. What you do is you need to check the documents the school sends to you. They will write the date that they would open the dormitory on that document. If you're not sure, of course, you can reach out to the school to confirm when they would open the dormitory, so you would not fill in the wrong details. Because if you fill in the wrong details, they will deny you visa. Because of course, you do not have accommodation for those days. I mean, if you fill in dates before the date is the dormitory would open, you know, they would deny you the visa. So you need to be sure when the school would open their dormitory. But if you're staying in a private accommodation, you know, it is still not nice if you apply to come to Poland, let's say weeks earlier. Let's say, for instance, your school resumes that October 1st, and then you are trying to come to Poland August. He's going to raise questions like the purpose of your study in Poland. Yeah. So you need to, um, I think it is cool, let's say 12 days or 10 days. In my case, I made it 1 week. So my school is opening October 1st. In this case, I'm selecting September 24. So, and again, you need to check the second part. The second part is you need to check flight itinerary. For this purpose, I would I would suggest you try to get a flight itinerary, because the thing is you need a flight itinerary that is valid when you are submitting the application form. In my case, I used Ethiopian Airlines to generate a flight itinerary for my visa application. So, for instance, if you go to Ethiopian Airlines, you need to check their flights because you need to know when the flight would get to Poland. Um, so I'll select the country of origin. Mm, That's Abuja. I'm coming to Warsaw. Okay. So date of departure. Date of departure. So I would like to select, let's say 24th, for instance. Date of departure, 24th, and return. Um, I think there are several, I mean, you need to consider the return dates. In my case, what I did from my research, I can't figure out why I had to select the return tickets for because my return ticket then was for May. So you can see the number of months from September till May. You can count the number of months. I think there is a reason, but I can't remember why um I filled in this. So you need to just try to copy what I'm doing. Just try to replicate what I'm doing. At least it works for me and it worked for several other people that I know. So you select this, and then you need to select search flights. I don't know the one that is not available. Let me try to check which one is not available. Hmm. Okay, so it seems the flight is not available right now. But what I'm trying to say is that you need to ensure that your return date is some months, not like years after. Not You need to ensure that your return date is just try to count the number of months from September to May and try to figure out how many months it is so you can replicate something like that. And then if you're booking your flight, of course, the day you depart from your country, in this case Nigeria, the day you depart from Nigeria is not necessarily the day you'd get to Poland. So it is possible that your flight departs from Nigeria on the 24th of September, and then it will get to Poland on the 25th of September. If that is the case, your date of arrival in the Republic of Poland would be 25th of September, not 25. So you select that. And then the date of departure, year. Um, just a moment. Um, and here the date of departure, the intended date of departure, it is advisable. Let's say your program is, you need to try to get the end of your program. If your program, in my case, my program was valid till June 30th. So I got to Poland on the 25th, I think 25th of January of September rather, 25th of September 2021, and then my studies finished 30th of 30th of June 2023. So in that case, that was 2 years after. So in this case, that would be 2026, and then June 30th. So this was the day I finished my program. But if you're selecting this, I would prefer you add like 1 week. So I would add 1 week. I would make it this. Yeah, I mean this is cool. 7 days after my studies, I would return to my country. That's our receiving person. So you need to select this. Uh, I don't. For some reason, I'm unable to unselect this. I should be able to unselect this or uncheck this, but it is not working. Let me try to figure out why it is not working. I'm trying to unselect this, but it is not working. So if you're able to uncheck this, we are supposed to be able to uncheck it, but I'm not able to uncheck it. So if I was able to uncheck it, I would uncheck it and then I'll select company. The data of person receiving me will be company. And then I'll fill in exactly what I filled in here. Under number 20, Post University of Life Sciences and the likes, all these details, I would fill them down here. I'd fill them down here. and then I'll scroll down. But for some reason it is different, so I'll just type them here. I can't remember. Probably they modified the website, so I'll just try to copy everything down here. Okay, inviting person, Poland, place, pause now, postal code 6. That's number 28. So it is not actually working correctly. Like I said, I should be able to uncheck that part. If I was able to uncheck it, then some of all these feeds will be grayed out. So I just need to impute these details here: name, country, place, postal code, address, and likes, and then I'll be good because it is not working correctly. That's why we are saying the same thing here and here. So let's just ignore that feed. You just need to uncheck that part and then select company. You need to select company up there. I mean here. You need to select company here. You don't check this and then select company here and then fill in the details and then scroll down. So this place here, data of person covering expenses. So it is possible to sponsor yourself. So if it is by applicant itself, you select this field here. In my case, I use the sponsor, so I'll select sponsor, um, others. So I'll impute my sponsor's name. So let's say the person that sponsored me is Donald. I would impute his name there. And then means of support, cash, accommodation, prepaid, all expenses covered during stay. And then travel insurance. So now, your travel insurance, remember our dates of arrival in the no our remember the day that my flight, what I said earlier was that my flight would depart from Nigeria on the 24th of September and then arrive in Poland on the 25th of September. Now, it is nice that your insurance already started counting 1 or 2 days before the date of departure from your country. So in that case, I would select September 22 here, 2 days before. hmm No, sorry. Valid until, sorry, my mistake. Yes, okay, but I'm glad you understand this idea now. So now, if my insurance will start on this day, 2 days before my departure dates, I would need to Like in my case, I used Alliance Nigeria Insurance, Allianz, Z as in zebra. So I used that, and then for master studies, it is nice you have insurance of, let's say, 1 year, 1 month. In my case, I use 1 year, 2 months, and then for bachelor studies, from what I heard, from, let's say, 1 year, 6 months, or you know, just like that. So I would just, of course, it is still possible for you to have travel insurance throughout your study program. So let's say your program is for 2 years, you could get 2 years travel insurance. Or if your program um, is for 3 years, you could get travel insurance for 3 years. But in my own opinion, I think it is waste of money. So for masters, since I'm coming to study for masters, I'll select 1 year, 2 months. Now, if you try to add 1 year to this, that would be September 21, 2025. Now, if you can't 2 months, that would be October, November. That would be November 21. That would be 1 year, 2 months. November 21, 2025. 2025. Mm, Yes, that would be 1 year, 2 months. Valid until. Uh, so now, documents authorizing you to work. I'm not coming to work. I'm coming to study. EU citizen data. I'm not from EU, so I'll select does not apply. Applicants data, so I'll just check all these field here. I'll check all these fields here, and then I'll click on next. Because there are errors here, this is why I'm getting this, because I didn't fill some sections. Remember I said some I was supposed to be able to uncheck one part and then fill in the correct details, but I was not able to do that. So there are errors on this form. So that is all for today. Goodbye now.